Canada's annual top 10 most stolen vehicles list for 2024 is out. And according to the Équité Association, which is the National Authority on Insurance Crime and Fraud Prevention, a new vehicle has taken the top spot. For more on this, we're joined now by Bryan Gast, National Vice President of Investigative Services at Équité. Bryan, welcome to the show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right, so we're talking about the top 10 most stolen vehicles for last year. Can you just explain why it takes so long for all the data to come out?
Yeah, it's a full collection. We have multiple streams of data that comes in, and so we want to make sure that it's the most comprehensive and accurate list that we can have to share with Canadians, and it does take some time. So that list has been compiled, and at this point we're releasing it.
All right, so let's talk about which vehicle tops the list for 2024, which other vehicles made the top 10, and were there any surprises on the list?
Yeah, it always surprises me. Maybe it doesn't. That what dominates that list is SUVs and pickup trucks. This year's number one is the Toyota RAV4. The top 10 list is really focused around those SUVs and pickup trucks. And really it's the demand of what we're seeing overseas by organized crime. Those are the vehicles that are on their shopping list, and those are the vehicles that they're targeting.
And why do you think most of the vehicles are SUVs and trucks? Why these specific vehicles?
I mean, I think they're good utility vehicles. They can, criminals use them for a variety of purposes. They could be crime vehicles. Unfortunately, organized crime use them for a variety of reasons. Interpol is very clear in what their uses are, anything from terrorism to financing organized crime. So anything that's worthy of a sale or being used for an illegal purpose.
All right, and Bryan, how does this list compare to the previous year? Are we seeing an increase or maybe decline in the number of vehicles that are being stolen?
Yeah, there's been some great work by government, provincial and federal, really providing resources. Law enforcement have done a tremendous job. CBSA, RCMP working with Interpol, private-public partnerships such as our investigators working with law enforcement. And we have seen a decline, but I'm cautious when I say that. Our numbers are still very historically high. This is not a victimless crime. This is organized crime that is using the commodity as a vehicle to fund their criminal operations. And that's what's, we're talking about $1 billion worth of vehicles. So that is the amount that organized crime is after. This is a financially motivated crime, and they will do whatever they can to get their piece of that $1 billion.
Well, it really has been an ongoing issue in Canada, and depending on whereabouts in Canada you are, some people, have stories of multiple friends. I'm one of them. I have multiple friends who have been impacted by stolen vehicles. Some families have been impacted by several vehicles being stolen from them. So you mentioned there's some things being done to counteract this crime, but what more do you think could and should be done?
Yeah, I mean, we need to continue doing what we're doing. Like I said, the numbers are still significantly high. Awareness, making people aware of what vehicles are being stolen. And just because your vehicle might not be on this top 10 list, it doesn't mean that your vehicle, you should let your guard down. Everybody needs to make their vehicle less opportunistic to steal. And what we have to do more of, we have to continue the fight. We also have to. Our current Canadian standard for vehicles is dated back to 2007. It doesn't reflect the modern methods of theft. And there's one of the action plans from the federal action plan was modernizing the federal standard to really cover those modern methods of theft. And the interesting add-on of ULC 338 is there's an aftermarket component. So making sure that those aftermarket options are to a certain standard, and the installation of those products are regulated as well.
Well, let's hope we continue to see the numbers go down, and Bryan, we'll connect with you again next year. Thanks so much for joining us today and talking to us about the 2024 list. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. That is Bryan Gast, National Vice President of Investigative Services at Équité.